Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kadash. That's all praises to Yahweh, who the word ignorantly calls God, by Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The abundance to the elders and the apostles of great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the arguing that pushing this word into the sincerity, man. Shalom. Alright, this is going to be another quick lesson. The Lord when it edified. Alright, so basically what I'm going to get into today is, basically addressing, that Mamzer doctrine, alright? I ain't intending on this video to be that long at all, alright? And basically I'm going to bring out that, prove that King David's grandmother was a heathen, man. Right? Because you got this damn bug out right here that's stuck on that Mamzer doctrine, right? Yeah, I know it's on the Xbox, man. It's on the Xbox, man. Alright, this shit's childish, but hey, man, you can use anything out of, use anything to edify brothers, man. Alright, dude text me talking about Mamzer this, Mamzer that. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and, address this, I guess you could say, alright? But basically, man, this dude, he was once a follower of Great Millstone, but the nigga fell out because he's an emotional little bitch, man. Alright? You got to say it like that, man, because Jake is emotional. They act like little bitches, man. And that's what he act like. Alright? Nigga has no understanding. He's been in the truth for 4 years, as he claims to be, but he's still on a basic level, man. Right? He's still on a level as you would be when you first come into this word, man. Right? So obviously you're not doing something right, bro. Right? And I'm not trying to be proud for anything like that. Hey, call like your how about Shemal Shah for blessing me with the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that I do have, man. Right? I take that path humbly, man. All right. Basically, he's getting into how I'm a Mamzer, Apostle Tahar's a Mamzer and stuff like that. When this dude is just carnal, man. All right, that Mamzer doctrine, brothers have been and cut that shit over a dozen times, man. All right. When you go into the book of Deuteronomy, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where you got that from. You go into the etymology of the word bastard, right? Because the Lord said you should not suffer a bastard to enter into the congregation of Yahweh Shemal Shah, right? You go into the etymology of that word bastard, and it has many different definitions, right? The first one, a child of incest, all right? That's what the real Mamzer is, right? A child of incest, right? Then you have the other ones, right? Which say a child of a heathen mother and an Israelite father, and vice versa, right? Which proving that the blue letter goes off, man. The brothers have mentioned that many times, right? That the blue letter in certain scriptures, man, it goes off, man. Right? And in that scenario, it does go off, man. Right? Because the Lord said that your pedigree is declared by the house of your father, man. Right? Whatever your father is, that's what you are, man. Right? That'll make you a Mamzer. Right? Apostle Tahar, he's been laboring in this word for over 30 years, man. You mean to tell me that he's not entering into the congregation of the Lord, man? Right? The Lord said that he was going to raise up prophets in the last days, right? Apostle Tahar would be considered a prophet. I myself would be considered a prophet, right? And you calling me a Mamzer, right? The Lord said that he that shall offend my little ones, it's better for him to wrap a millstone around his neck and just jump into the ocean, man, right? You offending a lot of brothers, man, right? And your ass is gonna pay for that shit, all right? So this is what he said. He said, who said his grandma was like Moabite? Y'all did, right? He's saying it like y'all did, as if we brung this up ourselves, man. As if we made this up and said it ourselves, man. Nah, man. We got it from the scriptures, man. All right? It says, I know the scriptures. That lady wasn't a Moabite. And obviously, you don't know the scriptures, man. Because if you did, and you actually read the book of Ruth, man, you would see that King David's grandma was a Moabite, man. Why do you think King David came out fair-skinned, man? Right? King David was a light-skinned brother, man. All right? It says, y'all saying she's a Moabite to try to fit y'all way in. Everybody want to be Israel, but don't want to go through the struggle. Right? Who ain't been through the struggle? Right? Shit, if you're Israelite, if your pops is an Israelite, man, hey, you're going through the struggle some way or another, man. Right? You may not be going through it as worse as some other people, but hey, man, you're going through it somehow, some way, man. Them curses are going to hawk your ass down. All right? It says, so he said, y'all mixed breeds, right, which is proving he's carnal as a motherfucker, man. Y'all mixed breeds don't go through the stuff we go through. So stop it. I know we come in different shades, but you ain't even brown. You light as fuck. Right? When he said that, that got me. But that just took me out. I was like, what? This nigga try to say I'm not light skinned. I'm not brown. Let's pull up a melanin chart. Melanin shades, alright? Let's click on this one. Look. Shades of melanin, man. Goes from anywhere from what you would be considered, yellowish, all the way to dark skin, man. Alright? That's what melanin is. I asked him, what's melanin then? Melanin is where you have two Hebrew Israelite parents, and that's where you get your melanin from, or whatever the fuck he said. It was some bug out shit, man. Alright? But dude's carnal. It says, so King David was mixed with Chinese, and where does it say it's his relatives? Alright, okay, it's okay, bet. Right? I'm gonna prove that it said it's his relatives, right? So go to the etymology, right? Ruth, right, which is King David's grandmother, daughter-in-law of Naomi, wife of Boaz, and grandmother of David. This was King David's grandmother. All right, let's go down here. Ruth, a Moabitess, man, and I'm also prove that as well. All right, so that's all I'm gonna get on that, man. Cause dude, looking at the messages, the shit really kind of irritates me. All right, but before I get into, you know what I'm saying, to prove that your pedigree is by the house of your father, or it's like before I prove that King David's grandmother was an Edomite or it's like a Moabite, I'm gonna get this. All right, Numbers 1 and 18. It says, and they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their posts, right? And before I break this down, I also want to mention that this nigga was talking about, you know, the speckled birds and you know, the confusion of faces. I burned it up. So I'm like, what about the speckled birds and the confusion of faces? He's talking about saying that that's not actually talking about, you know, the Israelites that are scattered abroad that look like heathen nations. He's saying that's Israelites that come in different shades of brown, right? Bug the fuck out, man, right? And just thinking about it made me want to, hey, pull him and just pop his head off, man. All right. But it says, and they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and up above their poles. All right. So now let's go to the etymology of this. All right. Because he just even thinking about that bug out shit he was saying, it made me just want to take his fucking head off, man. All right. And that's why the Lord commanded us to throw up curses on these niggas, man, because these niggas ain't right, dog. All right. But let me see. Pedigrees. Let's go into the word pedigrees, man. All right. To bear, to bring forth, beget, gender travail. Right. To beget. Right. That's why when you read in certain scriptures, they'll say that, for instance, say Noah begot, I think it's Shem. All right. Isaac begot Jacob, so on and so forth, man. All right. Let's go into some more. Salaki. By the house of their fathers. I think that's it. But that's what pedigree is, all right? Pedigree. Right. You are the seed of your father, man. Right. And he was talking about mixing seeds. Mixing seeds, man, that's whenever, excuse my French, man, but that's whenever two men, they bust inside a woman, man. That's what mixing seed is, man. That's what Lord commanded us not to do it, man, because that shit is off, right? It's confusion, right? This nigga think mixing seed is whenever a Jake, he get down with a heathen woman and he busting her. He think that's what mixing seed is. Nah, man. Who has the seed, man? And who has the eggs, right? The women have the eggs and the man has the seed, man. You are the seed of your father, like we just read, man. All right? Dude just bugged the fuck out, man. All right, so now let's get into the book of Ruth. All right, it's starting to rain out here. Damn. All right, book of Ruth. We're gonna get straight to the money, man. All right, Ruth 4 and 10. It says, moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have I purchased to be my wife to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, that the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren, and from the gate of his place. You are witnesses at this day, so like this day. All right, so now let's go to verse 13, because that was proving that Ruth was a Moabite. The scripture said that plain, man. All right, you don't have to look up the etymology, nothing like that. It said Ruth the Moabitess, man. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife, right? And Boaz was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? And when he went into her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son, right? So now let's go into the etymology of the word Ruth, like I just went into, man. Right? First, we can get Boaz, man. Boaz, what? Let me see. Ancestor of David, kinsman, redeemer to Ruth. All right. For some reason, it doesn't have his tribe on here. All right. But I think if you read in the 3rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it'll tell you that Boaz, he's a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All right. Now let's go back into the word Ruth, man. Ruth. Friendship. That's where Ruth means. It means friendship. Daughter-in-law of Naomi, wife of Boaz, and the grandmother of David, man. All right. And dude went to talking about skin color, man. You know what? Let's go look up what King David was looking like, man. 1 Samuel 17, man. All right. King David was light-skinned brother as well. Nigga don't think I can prove it. Okay, well, let's get into it, man. 1 Samuel 17 and 42, it says, and when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy and of a fair countenance, man. So a Philistine is basically describing King David's countenance, man, right, which is the way he looked, right, and I can prove that. All right, so let's go to disdain, all right, disdain, to despise, right? Why did he despise him, right? Because if when King David was talked about, man, right, King David was talked about, he was the one that took out Goliath and stuff like that. So he's thinking he's a big mighty man, right? Big dark skinned mighty man, right? So when he seen him, he like basically like, damn, this is who killed Goliath, right? This is King David, right? Because he was a light skinned brother, right? And I'm gonna prove that. All right, let's go to word ruddy, man. Ruddy of Esau's infant, reddish of the hair or complexion, right? And light skins, what did that say about it? Like they call light skins, red bones and shit like that, man. King David was a light skinned brother, man, right? And he was a Judite, right? And it says what? A fair countenance, fair, beautiful, handsome, all right? Comely, fair, right? And what are light skins notorious for being like, man? For being handsome people, I guess you could say, man. Right? For being pretty boys. Like I myself, I'm not no damn pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. All right. But King David, man, back in his youth, man, King David, what you consider a pretty boy light skin, man. All right. But hey, man, that's all I had to bring out. I ain't even gonna, speak no more on this. All right, I proved my points. All right, Lord willing, what I'm saying, y'all got the points that I proved. All right. And Lord, when you're edified, right? But before I close out, I'm gonna say, call like your how by Shemal Shah by Shimmer Kakadash. Double understood the elders and the apostles of great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim that pushing this word into the sincerity, man. Shalom and above.